Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
So we're going to look at Yedo and Yedo Deluxe. We're just going to take a brief look at these, not too long. Yedo will always be here, and the Deluxe set will always be on this side. The first thing you're going to notice, the first thing you're likely going to notice is just how much bigger this box is. I mean, this thing is so much thicker. It's kind of hard to see from there, but it's just so much bigger and thicker of what you're going to get. First of all, you're going to get a rule book here. This will take you through a rule book. You know, it's a very nice rule book, actually, components, and takes you through everything that you're going to need. This is probably done on a little bit nicer paper, but you're going to have a lot of stuff in the back here. This one isn't going to have different modes. The cooperative mode, specialist module. So you're going to have like little expansions, I think, that are in this one that are not going to be in this one, and that's going to accommodate to why this rule book is so much thicker than this one. Now, this one's going to come with some additional boards and co-op aids and player aids that this one is not going to come with. So this also has these big giant boards. These were all kind of put on a card in this one. So these are going to be things that you're going to have in front of you that this version is not going to provide. So here's the difference in the player boards. Now remember, we got a big player aid that I just showed you that would encompass a lot of this really small font that you're going to have over here and the place over here. This is, you're going to have this. So this is going to fit into these spots here that you're going to see. And it's a little bit bigger. Down here it tells you max 2, max 3, max 4. Here you're going to see it on the sides that are printed there. So just depending on which one you like better. I kind of like the bigger player board of the Deluxe set, and this artwork I just think looks stunning, as you're going to see through here through the players. The next thing you're going to see is this has no kind of insert. This is going to have a nice custom insert, although I did have some questions about where things went, and I made a video just on that. So we'll try to go through here. Now, the Deluxe set came with cardboard money also, but what's kind of cool about this money is it comes in different shapes and sizes and colors, as you can see here. And then these are really cardboard. They're really small, though. Where this cardboard is a little bit bigger, the middle doesn't pop out like these do, but these metal coins that were an add-on really bring the game to life. These are nice, and they're heavy. They're pretty punched out in the center for you, and I think they really have a nice look to it. These were an add-on, though. These are not included in the game. You had to pay extra for the coinage. Now, as for the people and the little things, this is where the Deluxe is really going to come to life. So you see here, these are just regular wooden meeples are going to come in this one. This one you're going to have a silk screen for all the different people that you have. They're going to have different shapes and different silk screen on them and different looks to them. So these are really going to pop off, where these definitely look from a different time. You can see they come in different shapes and stuff, but it's hard to tell what you're looking at. Where this is all going to match the artwork. So when you're looking at the samurai, you're going to know exactly who it is and not have to remember what shape he is of wood. And some of these are really, really cool. Now, they come in 5 colors, your basics: red, yellow, green, and blue, and then you have the black character that you can be also. As for the tiles and stuff, I didn't find the cardboard to be all that great. It's pretty thin, but most of the artwork is moved over. These are still really, really tiny, can easily be lost to me, but your tiles and stuff are bigger, even though the artwork relatively stays the same on these. You can see some of this stuff is really, really beautiful, especially when it's a little bit bigger like this, as you can tell. Now, all the cardboard is much thicker than it was in the original game. I found it kind of cheap. Now, there were some of these add-ons you can get, where you get these really, really chunky tiles, but keep in mind, these are add-ons. So what comes with it are going to be these cardboard pieces in the Deluxe set, which are much thicker than what you get and much nicer than what you get in the base game. But these upgraded tiles are pretty great. So let's take a look at, just something here that I could kind of show you the difference in the thickness here. So it's probably 2 or 3 times thicker what you're going to have here, and it just feels a lot nicer about what you're going to get. Now, these are going to be really a lot bigger. As you can see here, these are very, very thick. You're going to have these components here, which went from cardboard to really nice stock wood with these stickers pre-printed on them. These are really nice. You're going to get a 3D building here, which is pretty fantastic. And then these tiles are so thick and so nice compared. You can kind of see what you get here is just a square tile. These are so much thicker and so much nicer going back to that. Let's take a look at these cards. So you're going to have these tarot size cards. I think these are pretty much going to look pretty much the same. These have a little bit better of a finish on it in the new ones. And you can see here, let me take a look at one of these colored ones. It kind of has a different texture to it. The borders are different on this. And I think I like the artwork a little better, but there might be a push there. You can see the different one. It's still in really extremely small font. The icons are there, etc. Not a whole lot of big difference in these cards, to be honest. And then you're going to have your regular size cards. These feel kind of cheap to me. I don't really like them. They don't have a lot of artwork on them, etc. So all the new ones are going to have brand new artwork on them, and they're going to look fantastic. You can see some of the artwork here. They're a little bit bigger in size also, which is nice, and they have a much nicer touch to them. So I think overall, all of the components are better. In this set, you're also going to get 2 little Yedo bags that will be, you can see the artwork that's on it. These are nice. They're also really big. I can actually stick my hand into them. So these will be included. These were not included in the regular set. I'm going to try to put this in frame as much as possible. It's still a very busy set. You can see a place for the cards. There's not a whole lot of difference between this board and this is the deluxe board that you can see here. And then when you put this over top of it, when you put this over the top, you don't see a tremendous amount of difference here. So they're about the same size, and the artwork on it kind of all looks the same, as you can tell here. The older one looks a little bit more vibrant, to be honest. Yeah. But this one also has a side like this that is for use of other things and isn't quite as busy, which I kind of prefer this a little bit. You can see it tones everything out and just puts it on here what you need to be able to see. I like that quite a bit. You know, I think the other side is prettier, don't get me wrong, but this side might be better user-friendly, and there are people who are going to enjoy this side more. This is with the deluxe set. So it always comes down to, do you want the upgraded set or not? Now, the big bonus is going to have a lot more content. You can have a lot of expansions, the cooperative game, etc., etc. So there's definitely more gameplay in here. That might be worth the price. If you just want the Euro game and you don't care about the upgraded components and price is a factor to you, then this is what you're going to want to go with. This set has more gameplay, has more modes of game, has better components. The components are definitely upgraded, has more artwork, and looks more beautiful. It does take up a bit sizable box here, so the box is, let me put them on its side, it's quite a bit thicker. I think the size of the box is the same, but you can see here, this is quite a bit thicker. That's what you're going to get here. Let's see if this, like this, will kind of show you a little bit better. You can see, you know, it's roughly a little bit more than double the size. Can you see that there? So, you know, a little bit more shelf space on your Calyx, but not a tremendous amount. And if I had to pick, I would definitely go with this set. This set is hands down in every way better. I like the double-sided board, the one that's a lot cleaner and looks a lot better. Every single possible way, this is better, except for price. If price is your main concern, this would be the way to go. Otherwise, this is a no-brainer. Check out Yedo Deluxe Edition. This is a tremendous deluxe set.